Hi everybody, my name is Trent. If you've never been here before, I appreciate you coming to watch this video. And if you have been here before, I appreciate you coming back. Well, hunting season is rapidly approaching, and that means it's time of the year to talk about what broadheads you should shoot and avoid for 2023. Now, I've done two of these in the past, a 2022 and a 21 version. And let me tell you, if you see the broadheads on the list that I mentioned today and it's in the shoot category, you should probably really check them out. If you see them in the don't shoot category, you should probably really avoid them. Let's get to running. Let me tell you the way this is going to work. I'm going to grab arrows from my pile here. Whatever broadhead's on the end is the one we're going to talk about. I will cover when I talk about it if it's a shoot or don't shoot. Sound good? All right. This first one we're going to talk about is the Slick Trick Torch. It's a mechanical broadhead. They're a $44.99 a 3-pack. It's a 2-inch cut. It's a single bevel bladed broadhead, which is kind of cool out of a mechanical. I very much like this broadhead. Let me show you why. Obviously, you see the 2-inch cut here, but these blades are locked in place. They cannot close back down. I very much like to see that out of a mechanical broadhead. Now, if you want to close them after you say shoot them for target or shoot them an animal, it's very easy. You push up on one side, pin the other side down. That one will fall down. Bam. There you go. Closed, ready to rock. Very simple to use, very easy broadhead. They're also very sharp. This is definitely a shoot for me. Next to my list here is a fixed blade. This is the Simmons Mako. It's a 100 grain broadhead. I've got a cheat sheet here in front of me because I'm going through a lot of broadheads and I'm trying to make sure I get all the good information for you. They are $44.95 a 3-pack. This broadhead actually went through a bear. I went on a spring bear hunt in Montana this year and I ended up having to shoot that bear 5 times. I know. But I believe in shooting an animal until you can't anymore, and that's exactly what I did. But this went into a bear, into a tree, and the bear pried it out of the tree and dropped it on the ground. The broadhead is all but unscathed. Shockingly, the arrow is in pretty good shape too. But I highly, highly recommend this just for the durability aspect. Also, it's a replaceable blade broadhead, so you can always buy extras. That is a shoot for me. Next, we have the Kudu Contour Plus. This is the 125 grain version. And I'm going to particularly say the 125 is a shoot for me, the 100 not so much, and I'll tell you why. I have a buddy in Missouri that shot several deer with the 125. I believe it's a 1 3/8 inch cut by, I want to say, 1/2 inch on the bleeders. He gets great blood trails. The deer don't go but 60 yards. He's very, very happy with them. I shot a deer with the 100 grain. She only ran about 42 yards. So she died very quickly. I was very happy with that. But I had pin drops for a blood trail. Now, I don't hinge all of my stuff on blood trails. She died 42 yards away. I literally heard her crash, watched where she ran, and went right to her. Not a big deal. But just in case you make a bad shot, I do like to see a good blood trail. These, the 125 grain of the Kudu Contour Plus, is absolutely a shoot. And you can get them for about $57 a 3-pack. Next, we have this particular broadhead is the Allen Skybolt. I want to say it's like $13 a 3-pack, and this is not just this particular broadhead. This is representative of all Allen broadheads to me. Absolutely, under no circumstances should you be shooting an Allen broadhead. And I get it. Somebody in the comments is going to go, well, I kill deer with Allens every year, and I'm glad you do. But I'm telling you right now, for an extra $13, for an extra $15 to $17, you can get a 3-pack of Mossy Oak Afflictors, which are just rebranded Slick Tricks. They're going to do way, way better and are way, way more worth the money. Or you can get on Amazon and pick up some Muzzy Trocars for like 20 bucks. Amazing broadhead. Allens are not it. Avoid these at all costs. Do not shoot any Allen broadhead, much less the Skybolt. Oh, and the reason why is they never spin true. I've probably bought 15 packs of Allen broadheads and I've never had a single one that spun concentrically with my arrow. Next up, we have the Thumper Outdoors Helicut. This is an expandable broadhead with a 2-inch cutting diameter. It is also single bevel, but as you can see, it doesn't lock out. I'm not a big fan of that. What I am a big fan of, however, is it uses rare earth magnets to keep the blades closed. Let me show you something. It's actually starting to hurt my hand a little bit. The broadhead will not come open. It will not shake open in your quiver. You never have to worry about that, which is awesome. Features a cut-on contact tip that's also single bevel. I took this on the bear hunt as well. I shot the bear with one of these as well. I will say, when I shot the bear with this, some blood squirted out of the bear, and that's a little graphic, I know, but if you've ever bear hunted or talked to somebody that's done a lot of bear hunting, it's not common for bears to bleed because they have all that thick fur, and yet the guide and I both saw this blood squirt out, and it was so impressive that he even said, "Did blood squirt out of that bear, or was I just hallucinating?" He said, "No, dude, that was blood squirt." And he's like, "I've never seen that." And this is a guy that's very experienced as a bear hunter, very, very knowledgeable in that aspect. So I give these a big thumbs up. I like these broadheads a lot. Let me look at my cheat sheet here. I'll give you a price on them. They're $74.99 a 3-pack, so they're relatively expensive. It's those rare earth magnets, I'm sure. But right now, they are on sale at $68.99 a 3-pack. You'll have to check the website to see if they still are when I post this video. Next up, we have the Toxic Broadhead. I hate this. Well, straight up, I hate this broadhead. The penetration on it is awful. The blades flex and bend, and I get it. They're designed to do so. I just don't trust it. I don't like it. And you're supposed to replace the blades. They are not sharp in the slightest. I've tested these, like full-blown tested these. You couldn't pay me enough to shoot them. Hard pass for me. Don't shoot them. I would never recommend them to anybody. And yes, I know one of you is going to jump in the comments and say, well, I've killed everything from, you know, donkeys to seahorses with it, and it's the best broadhead ever. I'm glad it's working for you. I hope it keeps working for you. I would still never recommend it to anybody, so it is a strong don't shoot. Next up we have the Afflictor K2 Fixed. This has probably become one of my favorite fixed blade broadheads. It's small, it's compact, it flies well, it's durable as all get out. It's not the sharpest out of the package, but it is pretty dang sharp. I shot the bear with one of these as well, performed flawlessly. I believe that arrow is still broke off in the tree. Nope, I believe this arrow is still full, whole in the tree back in Montana. Buried itself probably another, I don't know, yay far. The guy offered to climb up the tree and get it, and I told him no. These retail at $39.99 a 3-pack, so we're back down to that standard rate. It's from a company in Texas. They're only direct to consumer, so you can only find them online, but I do highly, highly recommend them. I think they're a great broadhead. Definitely a shoot. Grim Reaper Hades. This is a 3-blade fixed head, obviously, from Grim Reaper. You know, to tell you the truth, it doesn't do a whole lot different than any other standard replaceable blade 3-blade. I do particularly like them because the blades are a little thicker than what you see on most. It's okay sharpness, but I very much like this tip. This tip particularly does well. It's the Pro Series tip, I believe. Particularly does well on quartering shots because it tends to bite, and it's still got enough of a almost bodkin-esque point on it that it's going to break through bone very well. These retail at $44.99 a 3-pack. They're definitely on my shoot list. Now I have 2 broadheads in my hand, and they happen to be the same broadhead, but they're different broadheads. They're both Slick Trick Magnums. This is the stainless steel version. This is the standard version with the black ferrule. Don't shoot the stainless, shoot the standard with the black version. So I'm kind of giving you a 2-for-1 here. I've found with the stainless ferrules, they are soft, they bend very easily, the tips dull extremely easily. I have been overall underwhelmed and less than pleased with the stainless steel ferrules. However, the black metal ferrules, and I don't know what kind of metal it is, I just know it's a steel, I'm very happy with these. They're very durable, they're very strong. Plus you get a 4-pack for $39.99 versus a 3-pack for $39.99. So that in itself is a boon. I would avoid the stainless, shoot the standards. We have another offering from Grim Reaper. This is the standard, I want to say razor tip is what this is called. It's the 1 3/8 inch cut version. So this is kind of the Grim Reaper that started it all, I believe. I think this is the very first iteration ever. And it is tried and true. It's a great mechanical broadhead. Grim Reaper is one of those brands that I do really trust. The 1 3/8 inch is plenty of cut, but it's not so much that you'll have to necessarily lack penetration. So if you're a guy that wants to shoot a mechanical, but you may not be shooting the 70-pound bow, you might be shooting 60, great option. Or you might have a 26-inch draw length instead of a 28, great option. Now, I'm still not crazy about mechanicals for super low poundage, low energy shooters, but those guys that are kind of in between the low and the normal range, this is an awesome broadhead, and it's going to perform really well. You can get a 3-pack of these for $44.99, and it comes with a practice tip. This is definitely a shoot, by the way. And last but not least, we have the Method Archery VBS. Now, Method Archery was formerly known as Vector Arrows, and I actually ordered this when it was still Vector Arrows. I have the sticker to prove it. VBS stands for Variable Blade System. It basically allows you to choose your cutting diameters and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. It's not something a lot of other broadhead companies do. This particular broadhead is 100 grains, and it's 1.5 inch by 1 1/8 inch. It's a $64 for a 3-pack broadhead, and it's a very solid built broadhead. You'll notice I'm holding a portion of an arrow. This is also a broadhead that I shot through the bear, this actual exact broadhead. And I'm looking at it, and I'm not seeing there's the slightest bit of chattering on this bleeder. Now, mind you, this went through a bear and stuck in its offside shoulder, and it broke the arrow off when it fell. So it's not like this thing didn't get put in a shitty situation. It did, and it survived. And I'm very, very happy with the performance. I'm very, very happy with these broadheads. I think they're fantastic broadheads. Again, Method Archery VBS, $64 for a 3-pack. Highly recommend, definitely on my shoot list. There'll be links in the description below where you can get these broadheads. I will link to everything I can possibly find. Some of those may be affiliate links, just means I get a small commission if you decide to purchase through those links. Most of those affiliate links are through like Amazon or Bass Pro. None of these companies have paid me anything to say anything good and or bad about their broadheads. I don't roll that way. Tell me in the comments what I got wrong. Tell me what I got right. Tell me what I missed. I'm sure there's a billion broadheads I missed. A lot of broadheads are great broadheads. We just don't have 4.5 hours to cover everything. As always, guys, appreciate it. Catch you in the next one. Peace.